Hello everyone, it's Monday, so it's vocabulary words and you're going to have some pages to read too. We're going to begin with vocabulary words. So the first word is coral. Coral is a tiny sea animal and also a hard substance formed from their skeletons. You could see corals a lot in Roatan and Utila when you go in the ocean, and you think they're like rocks, but they're living animals. And a lot of people, you don't touch them because you could damage them. And a lot of people do that. Reefs, it's a ridge of sand, rock, or coral near the surface of the ocean. It's like a little pile. A pile is like a little, if you do a pile of sand, it's like a little hill. Percent is the number of parts in every 100. So if you get in your exam 50%, it's only half of it. If you get 100%, you get everything right. Damage is daño. It's harm to make something less valuable or useful. Loosen is to make looser. When something is tight, you're going to loosen it. Like if your pants are your belt is too tight, you're going to loosen your belt. And ton is 2,000 pounds. So here, this is a tiny animal. Here it's like a pile or a hill. Percent, it's like a day. You could have 100%. This is the percent. Damage, it's como daño. You could damage the reefs. That's what they do. To loosen is less tight. And 10 is 2,000 pounds. Okay, now I'm going to read you the story. Listen carefully. This was Patrick's first visit to Jamaica, the country where his parents grew up. Patrick's mother and father couldn't wait to take him snorkeling out by the coral reefs. Although he was a good swimmer, Patrick was a little nervous about snorkeling. On the tourist boat, Patrick put the fins on his feet that would help him to swim. They felt like they weighed a ton. The fins are what you put, the flip-flops you do when you go snorkeling. You're going to see on the picture, like that here, those are the fins. Then he put on the face mask to cover his nose and eyes. It was too tight, so his mother loosened the mask. She did it carefully because she didn't want to damage it. Water getting into the mask might scare Patrick. The boat stopped out at sea, but Patrick could still see the shoreline. There's 100% chance I could swim to shore if I had to, thought Patrick. Then he was over the side with his mom and dad. Patrick swam on the surface with his head and mask under the water. Soon he couldn't believe what was in front of him. The coral reef had to be one of the most beautiful things that Patrick had ever seen in his life. And it's true, I saw it in Tila. Okay, now pay attention. Where were Patrick and his parents going snorkeling? Snorkeling, it's the picture I just showed to you. It's when you put a mask and you put the fins in your feet. You have to tell me where and in what country. Where are they? What's the name of the story? How did the fins feel on Patrick's feet? How did they feel? Were they heavy? Were they light? It's written. What did Patrick's mother loosen? To put less tight. His mother did something to Patrick to fix it. What were Patrick's chances of swimming to shore? How many percent? Tell me. Why do you think Patrick felt nervous when he was such a good swimmer? So he was a good swimmer, but he had never done what? He went to do something. What is he doing in the story? And where? What's this? The water. How do you call it? So he had never done this sport in where? Okay? So remember, the story is called Adventure in Jamaica. So please read carefully. And I'll see you back on Wednesday for story comprehension. Have a nice day. I miss you.